Bienvenidos a Contralona TV. Mi nombre es Joel Torres, muchas gracias por tu sintonía hoy y para nosotros es un privilegio presentarte aquí en esta primera parte de la entrevista de su carrera a nada más y a nada menos que a uno de los integrantes de la WWE, específicamente con su pareja Zika. Él es nada más y nada menos que el Wild Samoan Afa, quien nos va a estar hablando aquí en Contralona TV sobre su carrera luchística, lo que hizo en Estados Unidos, en el mundo WWE y WWC en Puerto Rico. También nos va a estar hablando sobre lo que significa ser el patriarca de lo que es la familia Anoa'i, donde de sus raíces sale Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Roman Reigns, Yokozuna, Rikishi, The Usos, hasta Superfly Jimmy Snuka, entre un sinnúmero de estrellas de la lucha libre que conocemos. Los dejamos aquí con esta primera parte de la entrevista a Afa en Contralona TV. Afa, how you doing, sir?
Man, good to see you.
It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. And we are very pleased that you are here with us in Contralona. And I was talking to the fans right now that you had experience in Puerto Rico wrestling there with Zika. What can you tell us about that experience that you had down there with the WWC and being tag team champion down there?
Well, it's so long ago, you know, but I can still remember some of the things that. Crazy place is your Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Crazy place, but it was a good one, you know. I enjoyed every moment that we were there, you know, working for Carlos Colon, some of the great Hercules Ayala's,
Yeah.
some of the friends of mine, you know. Even Abdullah the Butcher was coming there in them days. But Puerto Rico is like an island where I come from, you know. We're from Samoa, and any time that we come to Puerto Rico, it's like being at home. So I enjoyed everything, you know, from wrestling to meeting the people, to go down to the beach, you know, go down to the farm, you know, to spend some time with some friends, and all that good stuff.
Awesome. That's great. Someone very close to you told me that you were part of the Marines a long time ago. What can you tell us about that also?
Well, again, it's a long story. And when I was young, you know, I couldn't do anything else other than get in trouble for my parents. My parents was here, you know, they're ministers. You know, we came here because of my dad's church. So you can say that me and my brother were like bad apples, you know, giving the parents a bad name. So I figured one day that we need to do something to get out of there, you know, and that's when the Marine Corps comes in. We volunteer to go join the Marine Corps, and this was back in the 60s, you know, and I believe in the 61.
Okay.
It was a different experience. We didn't know that much about being up here in America. But we learned how to, meet some friends, you know, and show what we can do, because we were badasses, you know. We always liked to get in the fights and stuff like that. So I figured that the Marine Corps would be a good thing for us. And it turns out to be real good, you know. It was so good they kicked me out of the Marine Corps, you know, getting in too many fights and stuff. And so I'm trying to tell the Marine Corps that no, I liked it here. I know I wanted to stay in the Marine Corps, but they said no, you're too rough. So they let me go.
Wow. When does Afa got the interest to enter into the wrestling business?
Same thing. Wrestling was always one of our favorite sports. You know, we used to follow my uncle, which is in real life is my brother. You know, Peter Maivia, The Rock's grandfather.
Yeah.
And I used to follow him around, you know, and get in trouble, protecting him, whatever, because he was I guess you can call him today, he was a heel, and everybody hates him, and then we get in there, try to save him, whatever, end up in jail. And so one day that my uncle was telling me, he says, I need to get you in this business because you know you're gonna hurt too many of the boys, you know. So that's how I got into the wrestling business. You know, with his experience and his knowledge, and he taught me a little bit of what wrestling's about.
Awesome. How does Sika come to the wrestling business with you, tag team partner?
Sika, my brother, he's young, and same thing with him. I brought him into the business about a year and a half later. Same thing. My mom wants to get him off the street because he was getting involved in a lot of bad stuff out there, you know. So she asked me if I can get my brother in there to, you know. And that's how my brother got in. You know, my brother was tough. You know, it was one of them guys that don't take no shit from nobody. You know, but I was able to get him in the business, and we've been there ever since.
Right. Does Afa have any regrets, you know, entering or being part of the wrestling business? Or did one time maybe did you think that maybe I shouldn't be here in the wrestling business?
No. This is all I know, you know. Wrestling, without wrestling, to me, I'd probably be in jail, probably be dead, because there was nothing there to do but to do bad things, you know. So wrestling, Marine Corps a little bit, but then, you know, I was kicked out of the Marine Corps, so the wrestling comes in after that, and it's been good to me for 40-something years now.
La fotografía no puede cambiar tu realidad, pero sí mostrarla.
Estado de la Florida. Prepárate para el comienzo de la revolución. Se avecina Florida Wrestling Revolution. Leyendas. Nueva generación. Un mismo escenario. Lucha libre en su máxima expresión. Espéralo pronto. Advertencia, el pasado regresa.
We also know that your family, the Anoa'i family, has been very important for the wrestling business. Obviously, there are so many wrestlers that the old generation and the new generation of fans know about the Anoa'i family. What can you tell us about maybe your nephews, your brothers and sisters, and everyone that has been part of the wrestling business?
Well, first of all, I wanted to say something about Puerto Rico a little bit, okay? I feel that Puerto Rico was a place that, you know, that actually make me the way I am.
Wow.
Yeah, it gave us a break, you know, in our business. We went over there trying to show Carlos what we can do, and it turns out to be like a home to me, you know. So me and Carlos we're always close. I know his kids very well. I know his whole family very well. And I just wanted to say that, you know, I was very, very proud to be in Puerto Rico at one time. And I can't wait to go back there, you know. Maybe my daughter and my wife don't want to because they treated him so mean now.
Yeah.
You know, because they still remember me as this bad guy, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. But about my family, you know, it's really nothing to talk about. You know, our name is out there. And I'm the head of our family. They call it the dynasty. I'm the head of the dynasty. Somehow I broke everybody in there in the business today. all my nephews and all my sons, and I feel like very, very proud of them, and to take the name, our name, not only our people's name, but our last name to be where we're at today. I'm very proud of that. Again, you know, there's not much I can say about my family because it's out there. Everybody know who we are, and I just want to say thank you for the fans, or the one that, you know, without them we wouldn't be what we are today. You know, so crazy family, but it's a family. It's a good family.
Great. One of your sons made his beginnings of his career in Puerto Rico, Afa Anoa'i.
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell us about Lloyd?
Well, say, Lloyd, when he was a little boy, when we started getting him, you know, ready for the business, I knew what was going on here in the United States, and I also knew that the right place for him to start is going down Puerto Rico, because it's a different experience down there. From the fans' way of looking at things, the wrestling, you know, the way of living, you know, mainly, like I said, it's easy for me to make it down there because I'm from the island, and my kids, on the other hand, they were all born here, and they don't know that much about island. So I figured that Puerto Rico would be the closest thing to here. So I called Carlos up, and I told Carlos that, you know, I have a young son that wants to. I said, send him over. We'll take care of him.
Yeah,
and it's been there ever since.
Yeah, and he was very hated for the fans down there in Puerto Rico, but also loved for the fans from the fans in Puerto Rico. Many of the fans of the new generation recognize you as the uncle of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. What can you tell us about The Rock? Someone very close to you also told me that he's, you know, the Anoa'i family is very proud of the success that he has in the business, not only the wrestling business, but the entertainment business.
Well, okay, I'm used to calling him by his name. Okay,
right.
So no, Dwayne or Dewey, I call him Dewey, but his name is Dwayne. Today's world, but you know, I was there when he was born. I was there when he grew up. We lived together in Hayward, California. None of us expect him to be where he's at today. You know, our thing was for him to, just like the rest of my kids, I wanted them to go to college. I wanted them to get an education, to get a regular job, I call it. But they all ended up to be wrestlers, so I don't know. Yeah. But I'm very proud of Dewey that he not only takes wrestling and turn into something better for himself, but for his mom and for his family. You know, he's very family-oriented kid. I think I heard that. I think my daughter told me one time that Dewey is the highest paid Hollywood actor in Hollywood today, which is very proud of that. But again, if it wasn't for wrestling, he probably would never get that chance. So I'm proud of him.
Awesome, that's great. Another guy that everybody is talking about him is Roman Reigns. He's part of your family also.
Well, Roman is Joe, that's his name.
Okay.
He got a lot to learn in the business, and give him time. Just like The Rock, there were times that they booed him, they used sock and all that. It turned out to be one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest star he ever had. Same thing with Roman. Give him a time, and he'll, you know, us Samoan, you know, it takes time to soak in, but when we get it, we take it serious. We take it to the extra mile. And that's the way Roman is. You know, there's no doubt there's a lot of pressure on him because he's got to follow all his footsteps. But they, you know, him and Dewey did a great job, and we're proud of him. So he'll be fine. He'll be fine. You might hate him now, but you won't. you'll be liking him in the future.
Yeah. Some other names like Umaga, may he rest in peace, Rosey, the Usos, or the brothers, Yokozuna, they made their names in the WWE, and we have seen how the WWE have given the importance to the Samoan family, so to the Anoa'i Samoan family. What can you tell us about that? How WWE treats the Anoa'i family.
Well, it's respect,
Okay.
The McMahon family and my family are almost alike.
Okay.
I respect them and they respect us, and they understand that that we're hardworking people. They also understand that all we need is to give the opportunity, and then we'll take it to a different level. And they're the one that was able to open the doors for us and allow us to perform. And in return, they don't ever forget us. I've been with them for a long, long time, and so is my kids, and the whole family is there. And I don't work for nobody else other than the WWE. But the respect between our two families is a thing that it sticks to me. That no matter what happened, I will always respect their family, and I know that they respect us.
Great.
But let me
Yeah.
add a little bit of something here.
Yeah.
Yokozuna is my nephew. This is a blood nephew now. They're not one of them things where people say you make up, we are related and all that. No, this is real stuff here.
Yeah.
Yokozuna is the brother. I said to you earlier that his father was my brother, that we were both in the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
And my older brother, his sons that run in the promotion down in California, Black Pearl and him, Ricky is helping him now to do a promotion down in Hollywood, which they're doing very well. The twins, those are Rakishi's kids.
Yeah.
Rikishi is my sister, my older sister's son,
Okay.
which is, our sister. Yokozuna, I said that Yokozuna already. I said Afa Jr.
Yep.
and Lloyd are my sons. Matt, which is Rosey, they call it, the one that just passed away not long ago.
Yep.
That's my brother's oldest son, which is Roman Reigns'
Exactly.
brother.
Yep.
So, that's how the family goes. But they're all Anoa'is.
Yep.
And, I'm over here in Florida, they're running my school, teach these young kids how that they want to dream, have their dream to become a wrestler. And as you can see, some of them, I don't pull punches on these kids. I train them the same way I was trained, and that is hard work. And you can't get nothing if you don't work hard for it. So again, I want to pass my knowledge out to some of these young kids that wants to be a professional wrestler. And my oldest son, Samuel, he has a school up north in Pennsylvania, and then of course we're here
In Florida.
in Florida.
Well, Afa, I know that you have to keep teaching your guys, your students.
And one more thing.
Yeah.
You're the first one, very first one.
Okay.
Not only you do the interview, but I'm doing part 2.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, so I'm looking
That's
forward
great.
to it. Okay.
Thank you. I
so
appreciate
go ahead and
that.
take some pictures out there, you know,
Yeah,
and
sure. Let's do it.
see me in action and all that kind of stuff. And I will see you later.
Awesome. I will see you in the next episode.
You got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bueno, y esto es solo la primera parte de la entrevista sobre la carrera de Afa. Y mucho más que nos tiene que contar. Claro está, en la segunda parte nos va a hablar sobre lo que ha sido su carrera haciendo pareja con Zika, lo que está haciendo actualmente con su escuela en la Florida de Wild Samoan Training Center y su empresa WXW, además de aquellos puertorriqueños que son parte de dicha empresa. Oye, te invitamos a que riegues la voz y mantengas a todos los que están alrededor tuyo, a tus amigos, a tus familiares, a todo el mundo, pendientes a lo que viene aquí en Contralona TV. Bueno, mi gente, no quiero culminar esta edición sin recordarles que puedes suscribirte a nuestro canal de YouTube. Búscanos como Contralona o Contralona PR. Dale a la campanita, dale al botón de subscribe para que te mantengas, óyeme, al día con todo lo que tenemos en nuestro canal. También te invitamos a que nos sigas a través de las redes sociales. Búscanos en Facebook, búscanos en Twitter y búscanos en Google Plus como Contralona. Te invitamos a que visites nuestro website www.contralona.com para que te enteres de todo lo que está pasando en la lucha libre puertorriqueña e internacional. Me despido por este momento. Mi nombre es Joel Torres. Gracias por tu sintonía y nos vemos el próximo jueves. Óyeme, con otra edición sobre la carrera de Afa. Para más información de todo lo que está aconteciendo en la lucha libre local e internacional, pendientes aquí a Contralona, conectando la lucha libre contigo.